With me on the phone this morning, a dear friend who we haven't seen in a long time, and it's been so sad. John Chris Ford is with us on the phone. How you doing this morning, JC?
Oh, hello, Monty. How are you? I'm doing great.
I'm doing better than the average me, and the average me is amazing.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
Last time we got together was at the CCMAs.
2018, yes, sir.
And
I remember that.
We were hosting the new talent showcases that were put together, and we got to meet a lot of great friends that we've been able to work with over the course. But you've done some very unique things since we were last together. First of all, thank you so much for co-hosting at Boots and Hearts. That was fantastic.
My God. Monty, thank you so much for saving my butt and co-hosting with me at the CCMAs. Honestly, you had the best feedback ever because of everything that you did. It was amazing.
Well, thank you very much. And the response that we got from you being at Boots and Hearts with us was just overwhelming. The Show Me Your Boots. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Show Me Your Boots. That was just a great time. We had so many people showing you their boots and everything like that. And the song now is being nominated over in Holland for an award.
Yeah, that is awesome. There's a few others too. Break It as well.
Break It is a great song.
Show Me Your Boots is actually it's one of those quick stories. I think we might have covered it a little bit a while ago, but a quick story. The first time I heard it was in a CCM, one of my very first CCMA parties in a hotel room. Scotty Greaves wrote the song with Lee Turner, and they actually played it down in Nashville. But I heard it in a hotel room, and I just watched kind of everybody's reaction on this kind of quirky, fun kind of song. And it took me about a year after that to keep bugging his management to give me a shot at that song. And the way they gave me the shot at that song was a different CCMA party on the next year. His manager, Johnny I, came over and he handed me a guitar in the middle of the party and he said, "Play Show Me Your Boots right now and then you can have it." And I was like, "Oh!" So I did it. And then he looked at me and he said, "Okay, it's all yours." So then we cut it and the rest is history after that. But kind of a neat little story how that song came to be.
That is incredible. Just right out of the blue. Here, play it and you got it.
Yeah. Took me a year to bug him though for it.
Now, speaking of the Red Carpet Awards in Holland, not only has Show Me Your Boots been nominated, but you were mentioning Break It. I love that song. That is a grab you by the feels song.
It's a heartbreaker for me, too. It's meant every word of it kind of heartbreaker for me. Now, so, I love that song, too.
Now, we've had a few of our friends, Ryan Anderson has been one of them, who's been nominated for the Red Carpet Awards. These are huge in Europe.
Yeah, I'm learning this. I saw that a few of our friends, like Ryan and Shaylin and quite a few others as well that I recognize and we know personally, also got nominated. So it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was.
Now, another song that's nominated, which I personally love because it touches my background of classic country, is...
Oh, I know where you're going.
Oh, do you now? Okay, you tell me the song then. You tell me what I'm thinking.
Monty loves Heaven's Honky Tonk Heroes.
I do. I think that is one of the most amazing songs. It's right up there with Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes in my books.
That is honestly, when people ask me what my favorite song is, it's always that one. And I always have to follow it with saying it's not because I wrote it, because if somebody else wrote that song, that would still be my favorite song.
You've touched on so many of the greats that we've lost. It's our growing up, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And so many others, too. I had to make a lyric change on it last minute. It's actually not on the recording, but from now on, there's a line in the song that says, "I'm a rambling man," and I had to add Kenny Rogers somewhere in that list, so I'm going to change that to "I'm a gambling man."
There you go.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, and you have to...
I feel like we need to be in there.
Yeah, we have to tip our hat to Kenny. He did so much for the industry. I remember as a kid watching his variety show when he was still with the First Edition.
50 million records sold. He's doing all right.
Yeah, he pretty
Yeah.
much made his mark, and then of course picking up duets with not only Dolly Parton but with Dottie West and Sheena Easton and Kim Carnes. He brought a lot of I'm going to say outside entities into country music.
Even was it We Are the World?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
was
His
he was on that.
voice was
Yeah,
so incredibly unique that he was a star forever. Right from the beginning, he's that good.
yeah.
He was actually my very first concert too I ever saw.
Really,
Yeah.
that
And
is
he
so
was
cool.
amazing. And the only person that beat him in like amazingness was Garth Brooks
Oh yeah,
in his prime.
yeah, yeah. The '90s tours that I saw Garth in Texas, and man, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him back in the '90s in his prime. I also saw him again later in the 2000s or whatever, late 2000s, and he was so good. He just showed you why he is the most selling artist in the world. Like he was just that captivating and that good.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw you at the CCMAs doing just a song with you and the guitar, the audience was pretty captivated, buddy. I mean, you really did hold them in the palm of your hands.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very nice for you to say that. You don't always get that, right? Sometimes they're not there, and sometimes they get lucky, I guess.
Well, you certainly got lucky there because I'll tell you, people were like talking about how they love the shows, they love the organization, and then they love the solos that you did, which, kind of bridged the gap from one performer to the other because being a host, along with me, I don't have that option. I don't have that option of being able to do a song in between a couple of guys as they're preparing to get up on stage, just to keep the audience there, just to keep the audience captured.
Well, that was another thing. We tried to fill up as many. That whole thing really started actually because I was thinking, and to be honest, it was a little selfish of me because I was thinking in the very, very beginning, I was like, well, if CCMAs are coming to Hamilton in 2018, I should probably book a venue like really close to there. And I did. But then I started to realize, I started to talk to like Peter and Linda and a whole bunch of other people who were involved, that I had an opportunity to share that stage with all the performers who aren't going to perform on that really big grand stage. And there's hundreds of us. So I decided myself to just kind of like say, wait a second, let's let everybody enjoy this. And then it became so much bigger and so much faster than I ever expected it to be. That, like I said, thank you so much for saving my butt, because I thought I would be able to host all these different venues and pop back and forth and do this, but I'm only one man. I cannot do that. So you did. You jumped in there, my friend, and you saved my butt, and so did a few others. And I think that they know too as well. So thank you, please. Thank you.
Well, you gave Coyote 103 one of the biggest opportunities for promotion ever. And it's been a snowball effect since then because we have had artist after artist after artist after management after management after management coming to us saying, we saw you at the CCMAs. We understand you love independent country music. Please, can you listen to our stuff? And we have been flooded ever since then by such a great response, thanks to you.
Oh, I don't want to take any credit for that, sir, because, like I said, you were probably one of the best choices I ever made, bringing you in and help to save my butt. So your talent is much beyond what you're giving yourself credit for, my friend.
Well, I'm going to give you credit right now because you have 7 nominations at the Red Carpet Awards.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I can't believe that's a real thing in real life. So yeah, it's my very first actual nominations ever. So, like I put up a post that actually said it is real. It's nice to be nominated, and it actually is a nice feeling to actually be able to say that anybody recognizes anything that I do, and it's great that people listen. You
do a different thing too. You did a bunch of shows, and I love the way you did it. The parking lot shows that you did this summer. Tell me about those. They were great.
Okay, so basically what happened was COVID was, you know, how COVID blocked everything. All the performances were down. Venues couldn't hire. There's no festivals were going on. Nothing was happening. And this has gone on for so long that I'm sitting at home and kids are at home, right? And they're doing homeschooling and stuff like that. And there's people around. So you can't really plug into a full PA system and just pound. You know what I mean? So one day I decided that I was going to turn my trailer, my work trailer, into a stage and literally just pull up in my old high school parking lot and start playing for no reason, no advertisement, no nothing. Just show up and start playing and see what happens. And people started coming by and they'd wave and they'd honk and it was fun. So we just kept doing it in different parks that I used to hang out with. One of the parks was the old rodeo grounds that was out in Burlington, Bayview Rodeo Grounds. It's now a dog park, but we decided to go up there, and it's got a beautiful view. And yeah, absolutely. So I just started playing, started making noise out loud, and people started to enjoy it. So, and everybody was like in their own car, so there was plenty of social distancing and no real damage done.
That is just awesome. That is awesome. That you would just
how that went down.
Yeah, boredom. I always say that that whole thing about necessity is the mother of invention. Well, you needed to get your music out. You needed to get a stage, so you just went out and did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is fantastic.
You never know. I might just show up out front of Coyote 103, a stage, and just start playing one day.
You do that
for no reason.
You do that, and the microphones are going. You do that, the microphones are going out the front door, buddy. Now you got a brand new song, brand new year, brand new song. Tell me about this song.
I do. Okay, so we decided to do a double release because before we jumped to that, I just wanted to throw back to the Honky Tonk Heroes song, the Heaven's Honky Tonk Heroes. That I know that you, sir, have been spinning that song for me and your fan base that's out there in Windsor Sarnia area, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And for years now, 2 years at least, right?
Yes. Yeah, we've been playing it for 2 years, along with Show Me Your Boots and Break It.
Yeah. Like, so I wanted to say thank you because there's only a very fine few who I released that song to, and you were definitely one. So thank you so much for playing it.
Thank you for giving it to us.
We didn't release it internationally at all. So I just kind of held on to it and was like, okay, when is the right time? When is the right time? And I felt like it was the right time, but because, like I said, you and a few others had actually played this song before, plenty of the industry people have heard the song. They know the song. They know me through the song. I couldn't really. I wanted to mix it with another one, so that's why we decided to do a double international release, right? So I could release something that the industry hasn't heard, but the fans hasn't heard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to mix Heaven's Honky Tonk Heroes with the new cover, the new Clean Up Your Own Backyard, and put them out at the same time.
So you gave us a double whammy.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody got a double whammy except for you, unfortunately, because you were already playing it. So my heart's for you for that.
Well, I think we had.
You only kind of get one new song out of the double release, but I promise you, I got another one coming right up the line.
Oh,
I already gave you a sneak peek of.
That is awesome. Now we kind of had an inside track because we had worked together with Boots and Hearts and of course the CCMAs and that. So we really appreciate the fact that we had an inside track on Heaven's Honky Tonk Heroes. The new one, Clean Up Your Own Backyard. The message that you're putting out there, I love it. I love that message.
Oh yes, sir. Clean up your own backyard. You tend to your business, and I'll tend to mine.
And I think that's a big thing right now, especially with everything that's going on around us, that we don't get caught up in the gossips, we don't get caught up in the rumors, we don't get caught up in a lot of the nonsense that's out there, and just basically clean up our own backyard.
Exactly. Can you imagine how easy things would be if we just cleaned up our own backyard?
Oh, I think we would all be having a pint somewhere a little sooner than what we're doing.
Yeah, with no masks.
Yeah. Speaking of that, now, this summer, there's a lot going on. What's on John Chris Ford's plate if things can open up the way they should?
Oh, it's like a dance, like where can we do, what can we do, and everything is so unsure that it's tough to even put down a schedule of possibilities.
I feel like it's like the Desert Rose Band. It's one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah, so I bet for me, I'll probably, if we're shut down and this continues, I will probably literally show up in front of Coyote 103 with my little stage and do a show.
Oh, doors will be joking. Doors will be open
because it was fun. I enjoyed it. I got to bring up a couple other entertainers with me as well, which was super fun too. Met a little girl who's fantastic singer and what a writer. Holy moly, and she's only 14 years old.
Get out.
We'll talk about her later though, but she's very, very, very talented. You guys will definitely see her someday.
You have worked with a number of people in a mentoring sort of situation, which I really love, and it's something that I think we haven't talked about, the fact that you do like to mentor others.
Yeah, if I can offer anything, absolutely. Like, I've been around for a long time. I've succeeded and failed for a long time. Things have kind of really warped and changed from how they used to be to how they are now. It's almost a whole different ball game. But if I have anything that I can offer or help other people by help promoting them, absolutely, I try to do that. I actually have a Facebook group called Corral Entertainment. I hope that you're a part of it. I think you are.
Yes, we are, and it's so uplifting.
Basically, what that is for me is it's a way to connect with a whole bunch of industry people who, if we have any questions or basically a question answer thing, I ask a lot of silly questions because I might not know the answers, and there's always somebody willing to help me and actually answer the silly question. So that's what I kind of designed that group for, was to absolutely just kind of help everybody who has questions and answers and can help their mentor or and anything to help. I figure if I help somebody, maybe they'll help me too.
You know what? That's the whole idea. If you give, hopefully you'll get back.
You can't expect that, to be honest.
True.
It comes back in different ways.
Yes, I believe it does. And I think what you've given us, we helped you. You helped us at Boots and Hearts. We helped you at the CCMAs. Now we're going to ask you to help us again. How do you like that?
I would be happy to help you any way I can.
Well, could you introduce us to your brand new song, my friend?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Monty and Kim and all the guys down at the home of the Howling Country, Coyote 103. This is Clean Up Your Own Backyard. I hope you get the message. I hope you love the song. This is an old 1969 Elvis song that's been redone into our new kind of style. I hope you guys love it. Here it is, Clean Up Your Own Backyard.